Hi, that's the weekly report where I tell what I've done as an artist this week and what's going on in my life in general. So this week was pretty busy, but it is not rich on events and news because almost every day was the preparation for the huge event which took place at the end of a week, and it was the solo exhibition of my wife, Tais. So we were preparing the space for the vernissage. Also, who was the curator, had the great idea about decorating the whole environment imitating the underwater world, which corresponds to the main topic of the exhibition, which was called the fish identity. It was called that way because Tais reflected her experience of immigration and building social connections in the new environment through the imagery of the underwater animals. And it was not actually her corresponding herself to the specific animal or any other person, but it was more the combined idea of the society, of the people with very different backgrounds and stories, as the combination of very different animals which do not actually inhabit the same environment in the real life, but they seem very unique and very different, and they also feel like aliens sometimes because they do not fit really, but for some reason, because of the need of immigration and all the circumstances, they came out together into this environment, and this was the whole concept of the exhibition, which included a lot of works, graphic works depicting different kind of personalities, and also the two main large works representing the combination of different people in the unusual environment, as I said before. And the second one is actually about the feeling of the upcoming period, because, as I've said a lot of times, we're going to move soon, and this feeling of new wave, the new flow, is already presented. In her works, she was also talking about the dissolution of her old identity, which she had before the immigration, and another work is depicting the process of integration of the shadow, which was also triggered by this experience of immigration, because it is actually the massive transformation that affects all aspects of life, not only the physical placement of the person, not only the city and the country, but also all the other planes of personality. It makes you to rethink your values, your goals, your approach to certain things. You need to build the new method to communicate with people, and also build the new career sometimes, and a lot of things. So the integration of the shadow, understanding of your hidden dark parts and accepting them inside of yourself, is becoming the thing that you face accidentally in this new process of reshaping your personality. So yeah, that was kind of it. And maybe if you're in Tbilisi, you would be able to visit the exhibition. It's going to last until the 13th of April, and it's located in the Rubezh atelier. You may contact me for more details if you're interested, or check it yourself on Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description. Besides preparations, I was also creating the reels. As I was talking in previous episodes, I'm trying the new approach to the short format. And for now, it's just cut it into small pieces, the processes of the works that I've done during the last year. And it actually is pretty easy to create, and so far it makes a little result. However, I'm thinking about the idea of building the certain specific format for short videos, not only showcasing the cuts from the processes, but something more conscious and thoughtful, because I came up with the idea that people who are more into short format videos might see the lack of value in such videos that I'm creating now, because they are more kind of focused on retargeting the viewer to my channel and to see my works and to see my longer videos. But I came up with the idea that people who enjoy watching the short format videos would not in most cases go and see another type of content, because it takes more time and effort, and that I should try to keep them in this short format, but to get interested more in my short format videos. I don't really know what it would look like. I'm just thinking about it right now, but I guess it could be something informational, kind of educational, because I'm not really good in entertaining people or telling jokes or something. So all the things I can do actually is to show my work, share my thoughts, and speak about what I'm interested in, and have a kind of expertise in the more educational way. So I guess that's the thing that I'm going to move into the further weeks. So stay tuned, and I beg you for the feedback, because right now I have a lack of comments and I cannot really understand what am I doing wrong and what am I doing right in some points. So I would be very grateful for feedback, for your critique, for your hate, whatever it is. Just please tell me what you really think about it, and ideally please tell what exactly you enjoy or not. That would be really helpful. Alright, I guess that's it for now. Next week for sure I'll be creating new works and preparing for a kind of a market and auction that I'm going to organize in the beginning of April, because I really want to sell some of my works and the works of Tais as well before the movement, because we just cannot take those works with ourselves physically, and of course some extra income would be very helpful and pleasing. Oh, and another thing that I forgot to mention is that I've created the Ko-Fi profile, so now I'm ready to get some support, and I would be very grateful for your tips if you're enjoying my content or just want to make me a little present. I would be very, very grateful. I will leave the link in the description, and it would also attached on my link tree in the description of the channel. So yeah, alright, that's all now. Thanks a lot for watching. Wish you all the strength to keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one.